Hey Barons, Miss Carp here. Hi. Okay, so today we're going to look at the product rule. Very simple to differentiate because we're going to do no chain rule. All right, so the first thing I want to show you is we're using f of x times g of x. Please understand this is times, it's not a composite. Okay, so we've got f prime of the derivative of f function times the g function, the original g function, plus g prime, which is our derivative of the g function, times the f function. So let's get two functions so we can see what's going on. Now, this works out because you could do the definition of the derivative, and which would be fine. It might be a little long to do. So we have all these little shortcuts in a sense. All right, so I want to do, we're going to have f of x equals, let's say f of x equals 3x plus 2. And let's say g of x equals 4x squared minus 1. All right, so I have these two. So in some cases, you're probably going to say, well, it might be faster if I took this and multiplied by that and then took the derivative. And you're right. But for an example, I want to use these two functions. So we're going to take the derivative of this, and that's going to be 3. And we're going to take the derivative of this, g prime of x, and that'll be 8x. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this structure to get my derivative, and I'm just going to call it h prime of x. So I need the derivative of f, which is 3. I need the original function, 4x squared minus 1 of the g function. I need a plus sign. Then I need my 8x, which is the derivative of g, and I need the original function of my f. Now we're going to multiply this out, and we're going to simplify if we can. 12x squared minus 3 plus 24x squared plus 16x. This gets me 36x squared plus 16x minus 3. And we'll leave it at that. So this is my h prime of x, which was f of x times g of x. So again, you're using this structure to get the derivative when you multiply two functions together. So I'm going to give you two functions, and I want you to pause it and see if you can do this. We're going to do f of x equals negative 2x squared plus 1, and g of x equals, how about we just use x cubed plus 2. All right, so pause it, try it. I'm going to go on so you can get your solution. So my derivative of the f function is negative 4x. My derivative of the g function is 3x squared. Right? I'm going to go ahead and again call this h prime of x, or the derivative of the multiplication of these two. So then I would take my, let's make sure I have the right notation. So I have negative 4x. We're going to times that by x cubed plus 2, plus this one, 3x squared, and times the original f function. So if you use this process, you notice that you're getting the derivative right below, and then you're kind of doing that, right? So h prime of x equals negative 4x to the 4th minus 8x plus minus 6x to the 4th, and then we get plus 3x squared. So now if we combine like terms, h prime of x equals negative 10x to the 4th and minus, so we're going to do plus 3x squared minus 8x. So check that out. We could factor out an x and a negative x at that. This would give us 10x cubed minus 3x plus 8. And sometimes you're going to want to factor because you're going to be setting things equal to 0. You're going to be setting some of your derivatives equal to 0. All right, Barons. Product rule differentiating with no chain rule. So the next question will be, what's a chain rule? All right, Barons. Bye.